we're back with another exciting episode of On the Clock. This week joining us, we've got Andrew Kirsch joining us. Andrew, thank you so much for joining me this week.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure having you here. So, Andrew, I'm really curious. How did you get your start in the industry?
Well, I actually have a background in political science, studied that at university, at Brown University in Rhode Island, and was working in finance in the UK as a junior investment advisor for a private bank. And 9/11, I'm dating myself here, but 9/11 happened my senior year of university. And in 2005, there was a bombing attack in the UK, in London, that was a couple blocks away from where I was working at the time on July 7th. So I think that's when I first started to kind of, have one eye on the financial pages and the other eye on what's going on in the world. And shortly thereafter, I think I Googled, how do I become a spy? And that kind of led me back to Toronto and looking online and putting in an application through the website to CSIS. And after about 15 months started my job there as an intelligence officer in Ottawa and then Toronto.
And so you have such a very interesting resume. And so after working for CSIS, how did you come about starting your own consulting business?
So I was at CSIS for, as I said, a little under 10 years, and it's a great place to work. I really enjoyed it. I encourage people to apply there, but I was looking for a change. It was a big government organization, a lot of bureaucracy. I'd worked for a bank before then, and so I was looking for some flexibility, a little more control over my career. And I think that's what led me to kind of consultancy, where I get to kind of pick projects and clients that I can work on. With CSIS, mobility is a big issue. I was putting down roots. I want to stay in Toronto. And I thought that I had an opportunity to bring my experience and some of the skills that I developed to the private sector. And I thought that could be, to your point, it's not a lot of us people running around, ex-spies running around, that maybe I would have a unique perspective that people would appreciate and I could contribute to. So it's been definitely a challenge going from government to the private sector, but I'm enjoying it. And that's what got me into it.
And so if I were to ask what an average day in the life of looks like for you, what would you tell me?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like these questions, I think, are very, I don't want to make them too COVID dependent, but the times that we live in, what they were before and what they are a little different. But in kind of broad strokes, being a security consultant, I have clients and projects that I'm working on, if that's an on-site visit or working online and doing some information gathering there, kind of serving those mandates that I have and clients that I'm working with. And then the business development piece, which is looking for new opportunities and areas where I can contribute. And then scoping the projects and doing the proposals and working with team and partners and vendors and subcontractors. And so he's trying to find this balance of finding the work, doing the work, and getting the projects out. That is the mix of every day. And I think that's one of the challenges, and also kind of things that I enjoy is figuring out what does this week look like, next week, next month, and how am I positioned as far as that chain goes, and making sure that I'm giving value to the clients and always looking for more ways to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Andrew, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I really enjoyed getting to know you and to learn more about you. And I really am looking forward to seeing more of what you do in the future.
Well, I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for having me. Happy to do it anytime.